What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Welcome to the RNEWS evening show. And let's just jump into it. From r/World News. Sandwiches in Subway to sugary to meat. Legal definition of being bread, rules Irish Supreme Court. TL. Doctor in Ireland. Staple foods have a lower tax rate than non-staple foods. Bread is a staple food, but only when it has at most 2% sugar content of the weight of the flour. The Subway bread has 10%. They are still allowed to call it bread, though. They just need to pay more tax. 10% sugar, how? Canada doesn't tax a lot of food at grocery stores, but all pre-prepared food is taxed regardless of whether it's made entirely from non-tax food or not. Same with Australia. 10% GST applies on basically everything except for basic food and ingredients such as bread, milk, meat, flour, eggs, etc. One item that is also strangely exempt from GST is breakfast cereal. Why the frick do they add that much sugar for? Everyone talking about addiction, ignoring the simple rules of bread. Yeast like sugar and starch. More sugar means more active yeast means faster proving time. It's pretty much a necessity for any fast food joint mass-producing bread to use sugar. No other way to make the dough fast enough to meet demand. There's no great conspiracy. Let them eat brioche. In a related case, the court ruled that Jared sausage was too old to be in the bun. You're watching the RNews show. From r/Politics. Donald Trump refused to denounce white supremacists. That's it. He didn't refuse to denounce white supremacists. He gave them their marching orders. Full stop. Break the glass. Stand back. Stand by. Then on November 3rd, go attack the polls. In Pennsylvania specifically. Pretty clear. He said, "Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by." He didn't say, "Stand down." This was the fascist equivalent of, "On your marks, get set." Everyone seems to be forgetting the next part he said. Someone has to stop Antifa. Radical right-wing white supremacists already think everyone who is against Trump is Antifa. This was a call to arms. I expect this to get very bad in the next few weeks. Nope. It's worse. Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by. But someone has to do something about Antifa and the left. I'm furious that the main takeaway is he didn't denounce white supremacists, because that's not the scariest thing. He told them to be ready to exterminate people on the left. That's freaking scary. I love that Trump talks as if he's merely an onlooker in his own presidency. Liked someone? Bro, that's you. YOURE the someone. That's one of the best running jokes this year. The government. You are the freaking government. Dude is trash. Any blood that is spilled in the coming months by the white supremacists is on Trump's and his supporters' hands. That should have been the easiest debate question ever and he fricked it up. You're watching the RNews show. From r/Politics. The biggest question Twitter users have from the debate. Can we mute the mics next time? The president interrupted both the moderator and Biden at least 128 times. I think Nickelodeon should host the next debate and impose a sliming penalty when the candidate speaks out of turn. Mark Summers would moderate, of course, if nothing else. Seeing Trump get slimed about 1,000 times in the span of 90 minutes would be incredibly cathartic. My cousin started dating Mark Summers several years ago and was bringing him to the family Christmas party. Growing up in the 90s, I was super stoked. Turns out Mark Summers is a common name and it was just some bald guy. Wow, if I had $5.86 for every time Trump interrupted someone in the debate, I could pay Trump's tax bill 128 times in 90 minutes. Assuming the candidates got roughly equal time, and that the moderator spoke maybe 10 minutes. That's 40 minutes for Trump, 40 minutes for Biden, and 10 minutes for the moderator. So in 50 minutes where Trump wasn't talking, he interrupted 128 times. Every 23 seconds. On average, Trump couldn't go half a minute without talking over somebody else. Conservatives. Is this your king? Is this weakling who can't keep his mouth shut for 25 seconds the man you idolize? That's why they idolize him. You're watching the RNews show. From r/Politics. People who follow Trump's advice and hang around watching polling places will be prosecuted. Nevada's attorney general says. Real poll watchers are volunteers at polling places to assist people and make sure things run smoothly. They already existed. Poll watchers. Trump is talking about white people standing around, intimidating people of color, just like in the 50s. Holding assault rifles, presumably. It'd be hilarious if a bunch of POCs stood around polling places with assault rifles in white retirement communities and claimed to be poll watchers. Wonder how Trump would try to turn that around. Quote, "Watch the polls. That was the most dangerous comment of the night. In my opinion, this dipshit wants his supporters to interrupt and intimidate voters at the polls. There are going to be people decked out in full MAGA regalia, harassing people trying to cast votes. It's called electioneering, and it's illegal as frick. ~isnt~. Aren't there laws against any form of political attire and campaigning?" Once again, Trump encouraging activities that would merit UN intervention if we were another country. The Proud Boys will be doing this nonsense at the polls. Bike Portland. Asking tanned individuals if they have their papers. Tell them they are checking for warrants. Hassling them when acting official in their fake cop gear their mommy bought them. You're watching the RNews show. From r/politics, presidential debate descends into chaos as Trump rails against Biden and moderator. "Will you shut up, man?" Single quote. Like seriously, shut up until it's your turn. He sounds like a whiny baby and I can't watch it. It shows such an amazing amount of contrast between Trump's behavior and how a normal adult is supposed to behave. His base doesn't care either way. It's exhausting. I don't know how anyone could be undecided after the last 4 years. Can confirm. Watched it with my mother-in-law and nothing said tonight changed her mind about Biden. She has been correctly brainwashed by Fox News to reject anything that opposes their take on things. I have never voted before, but I registered this year to at least cancel her vote out. He always has to have the last word, even if it's just an insult. It's infuriating. Always butts in when the other guy makes a great point. This is an intentional strategy. Biden actually did well to call it out. Trump can't let others speak because he can't allow his lies to be challenged. When Biden said, "Trump doesn't know how to let someone else finish," I wasn't sure if he was talking about debates or Trump's sexual ineptitude. Why do they not do the thing where the mic's off when it's not their turn to speak? This is unwatchable. Trump's team probably would not agree to it. Was nice to hear someone tell him to shut up for once. You're watching the RNews show. From r/World News. Greta Thunberg slams China for arresting 17-year-old climate activist in Shanghai. Dear media, stop using the word slam. It's stupid and doesn't very often reflect what actually happened. I was about to say, thank you. Greta Abosultely dunks on President 11. It looks so stupid in this headline that it's funny. Greta Thunberg slams China. And the internet blew up. I'm freaking glad a lot of those hack journalists had to be classified as employees in California. And now do something else. Sick of the sensationalism bullcrap. Greta Thunberg freaks up China's crap. Quote. Greta Thunberg drags her literal scrotum over the faces of Chinese officials. Oh, what's this? Oh my god, it's Greta Thunberg with a steel chair. China, oh no, also China, anyway. Another idiot Mexican wrestling headline. She doesn't strike me as being a slammer, more a vocal critic. How will China ever recover? I'll take the devil's advocate here. Would you ever know about the arrest if she didn't speak out? I don't think anyone believes a large country will change over one person. But bringing awareness to an issue is the main point. Edit. Wow, a lot of Redditors think they are owning my by slamming awareness. Good job, guys. Pat yourselves on the back. Slam. And that's where we're going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like. And if you want to see more of the RNews show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNews show and I'll see you tomorrow.